Hello Libras and welcome to Deku Tarot. I'm going to be doing your weekly tarot reading from May 6th through the 12th of 2019. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for all of your support, my lovely Libras, and if you haven't, make sure to hit that subscribe, make sure to like, and to definitely share the video, okay guys? Thank you so much, and this week we're using the Game of Thrones Tarot for all the readings, as it is the last season of Game of Thrones. I'm actually a huge fan, if you didn't know. I read all the books, before I really even got into the series, before I even got into like the television series at all. So I really do. I'm a really big fan of Game of Thrones. I really do love it. So for those of you who watch it, hell yeah. For those of you who don't, get out there and watch it, but especially read the books. And everybody harassed George R. Martin to finish the dang books, because I've been waiting for 8 years, and I actually met him in 2013, 2014. I actually met him twice. And he has a little guidebook that's actually hardcover, which I wanted to show you guys, because I've never seen a hardcover guidebook for tarot. But anyways, I met him, and he said that he told everybody at the convention, at his question and answer panel, that he was almost done with the book, and that was 8 years ago, so I'm calling his bullshit on that, honestly. But anyways, alright, so this week, Game of Thrones Tarot. Releasing these all on Sunday, so I thought that would be perfect. Anyways, this is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. You guys know the drill. If it doesn't resonate with you, don't take it. And check out your weeklies as well as your monthlies for your other placements. They might give you better insight or messages that might resonate better. Or you just might need to hear those messages, okay? So check those out as well. And yeah. Alright, Libras. Let's see what's coming in for career and general life this week. And then we'll move on to love, okay? Career and general for my Libras. We're getting 6 of Spears reversed. And I hope you guys can't hear Siska. He makes these strange noises out of nowhere. And he's doing that right now. So if you hear a weird yowling noise, it's very strange. He does not sound like a dog. That's what it is, but... Alright, Libras, what's coming in terms of general and work this week? General, career, work, finances. Ace of Coins reversed. Whoa, what's happening here? We're not feeling the wealth. We're kind of feeling definitely a delay of wealth. We're wishing that we had the money that we had maybe at a past time or situation here. Is what I'm getting with the Six of Cups there too. Can you just show me general and career for Libras this week? Ooh, 10 of Coins though is there. There's also the Star reverse. They all just came out like that, so I'm not going to ignore it. Alright. So, let's take a look at this, okay? I'm going to get some clarifiers. Let's clarify 6 of Spears reverse and Ace of Coins. 6 of Spears reversed. It's actually 6 of Wands. Spears are wands in this deck. So Ace of Coins, 6 of Spears. Well, I've wanted this deck for a very long time. I love the illustrations, all the marksmanship. Anything that looks like ink to me is like, yes. Okay, the Moon. Yeah, we're having anxieties because we're not seeing things progress the way we've wanted them to, especially in terms of money. Maybe we thought a project, a goal, or even just like in terms of like how much we want to be making, or a project that we're working on with others. Something has not progressed to where we want it to be. There's been delays, setbacks. Could be feeling really a sense of lack as we're as this process is either being drawn out and we've been waiting for it for a while, and you're like, okay, well, I need some money in the bank account here. I need some stability. It could also, instead of money, be that you're trying to do something with somebody, or like a project, a collaboration, or work with someone that is just not stable, and it's very frustrating, and it has you really worried about the situation, and maybe wishing that you had worked with somebody else. You're feeling all sorts of emotions, anxieties about it. Clarify 6 of Cups in the middle here. What is bringing up the 6 of Cups for my Libras here? To me, this talks about we would like to overcome this. Ace of Swords. 6 of Cups, 10 of Coins. 10 of Coins reversed, the Star. Sorry, 10 of Coins and the Star reversed. Clarify, let's bring up these energies. Yeah, it feels to me like we're willing to finally see, this is what I want and I want to get there. So, again, we're trying to communicate that even though we're feeling like we wish we were back in these other times, maybe we had more money in the past or more stability, a better job situation. We're thinking back on some past situations like, dang, I wish I could be there again. That would be amazing. But, there is a decision being made here about this. And to me, it talks about, which direction we're going in with the Chariot. The Chariot is, taking all that energy and power into our hands here. And we're making a major departure, a major move forward here, very determined. So it does feel like, we're trying to either commit to a journey with others or go it alone in some ways. Here's what I feel. Because whoever we're trying to work with, rely on here, it's not stable, and we're feeling like whatever situation we're in here, it's not working out. Maybe we're thinking like, oh, I'd rather go in a direction that means more to me here. So again, some of us here might be choosing between directions in work. Some of us, I feel like Libras, some of you guys are like making these big moves in terms of going this way or that way in terms of work. Some of you guys are deciding to do something totally different, it feels like, in some ways. Because you're wanting more stability, more financial stability. You also want to be, I feel like, more comfortable at home. You want a better home life, a better, better surroundings. We're looking for a specific type of life here, and we're realizing that what we have is not giving us that, so why stay anymore? So some of you guys are like, okay, hell no, like I'm not staying here anymore. I'm making the decision here to overcome this, to finally, stop fighting for something that isn't working out for me. Because the Nine of Spears reverse, that's like the Nine of Wands reverse here, where maybe we've had our boundaries up about the truth of this situation, about how we expected it to be and it was wrong, and we were like, no, I'm going to stick it out though because I feel like it's going to be okay, but again, we've had some issues with boundaries, and that's really what's coming up here, and that we need to maybe we need to look at the values that we're trying to defend here. Are they really appropriate to defend at this point? Are we defending the right line of thinking, the right again, are we defending the right things here? We could be feeling resentment because people are pointing out some flaws, or like in our argument here, or the decision that we're wanting to make, whatever we're doing, and you were just kind of like, well, I don't know, I'm feeling really overworked in this situation and I'm so tired of it, so I want to do something else now. The Star reverse says things could be a little bit illusory though. We might have some really hopeful thinking about something that is not, realistic at this time, is kind of the feeling I'm getting. It's kind of unrealistic. When you see the Star reverse, we're in a position of just really not living in reality, basically. We're feeling very alone. We could be feeling a lack of any support in this situation as well. And, again, there's uncertainty. Again, to make sure that whatever you want to do, whatever you believe that you want to do, whatever direction you want to go in here, that that it's logical, that it's not all, fairies and unicorns and up in your imagination. Make sure it's not imaginative, is really what I'm trying to say, and that there is some base of reality. Because yes, you want this, but we have to be living in reality here. So open your boundaries here to really look at reality. And if you choose this way, this is what will happen. But it's also saying that, if you really do feel this is going to be the best option, your best decision, and you already are making that decision. The Star says also, even in this time of no support, even in this time of we're feeling like we can't keep going, is we need to keep believing in ourselves, persevere, to really work until this period of uncertainty is over, okay? So, again, there's two different stories here for Libra, and that some of you guys are not listening or heeding the words of others, and you're kind of being a little too imaginative. I'm not saying that you making this choice or wanting to go in a different direction is a bad thing. It seems like a great thing, in my opinion, but we need to we need to be based in reality. And if people are trying to talk to us about some stuff here, point out a couple of flaws or say this, say that, take it, if it fits, it fits. If it doesn't, take it with a grain of salt. But I feel like, they're trying to base you in reality so that you're not, living in a fantasy world where everything is going to be okay and blah, blah. And it's also, if there's uncertainty, keep doing what you're doing. So yeah, there's a few different messages for you guys right now, but keep going. I'm saying that, you know what decision you're making here, but don't, I'm not saying not to be certain about that, but to know that, the real progression of this and what it really will be like, okay? Instead of living up in your head about it. Anyways, let's look at the Halloween Oracle. Woo, for a message from Spirit here for you guys. Message from Spirit, from your higher selves. From the Archangels and Angels, Universal Spirit. Messages for my Libras this week. May 6th through the 12th. We get Owl. Wise seeing, wise action. Yeah, again, I don't feel like you guys are like you have the wrong idea in mind here, but you need to be wise about the decisions that we're making, and really notice what's happening around us here and know that, you know, it's not all gonna, you know, work out like that, but that you are making the right decision. You will see profits probably later. Or you will see things, the changes that you want to, but not immediately. That's really what I'm trying to say. Should the hooting owl come looking for you this Halloween, it indicates the need for wise counsel or further information before you make a decision. Considered action is warranted. Think before you act emotionally and ensure you think strategically, not impulsively. Again, that's really what the whole message of that really was to me, is think strategically, not impulsively. Yeah, we might know we're doing the right thing and this, that, and the other thing, and we've already thought it out because you guys are very logical. But again, there is this energy to not be impulsive, to not push unrealistically against things, okay? Anyways, let's go on to love. And also, this week, Mercury moves into Taurus. So like I was saying, logical thinking. We need to apply that logical Taurian thinking where we process every decision that we need to make, and all, you know, we process all that information that will help us make that decision through all five senses like a Taurus does. So we can't be rushed into any decision making. We will not be able to rush through a decision. We need to take our time. We really need to look at every aspect of this before we can, you know, securely say one way or the other which way, you know, what to do here, okay? It's also, again, a really great energy for creative energy, you know, for creatives in general. It's just a more creative energy when the sun is in Taurus, especially when Mercury is in Taurus. There's more of that Venusian quality, which is quite creative, loving, abundant, focused on the beauty, all right? So in terms of love, we could be experiencing or having declarations of love, a lot of flirting, a lot of that sensual, lustful nature, words just filled with romance. So let's look at love for you guys. And again, guys, if you want to book a private reading, all that information is below this video in my description box, okay? All right, Libras. Love for May 6th through 12th for you guys. We get the Nine of Coins reversed. Ooh, Five of Swords. Five of Swords has been coming up a lot this week. For a lot of the signs, honestly. You to show me Libras in terms of love. Oh my gosh, Three of Swords. Wow. And as I said that, it was like somebody just stabbed me in my gut. Ow. Okay. Three of Swords. A fight that might lead to some heartbreak this week. Wow. What's going on? Devil energy. Oh boy. And Seven of Coins reversed. Some people, I'm going to say right off the bat, this is definitely a week where we're realizing that we're stuck in a bad situation, or with somebody who is coming off as, you know, Ramsay Bolton, controlling, manipulative, overall the devil, you know, into things that are not good, or, you know, torture, pain, somebody or something that inflicts pain eventually that we feel trapped with. So some of us here are trying to get out of this situation. And I feel with the Seven of Coins reverse, we're like, this is not fulfilling to stay in. It's time to get out of here. You know, we're having a realization, we're doing something about it. So let's clarify. Nine of Coins reverse, the Five of Swords. What's bringing up this energy for my Libras this week? The High Priestess reversed. Okay. Clarify the Five of Swords, Five of Swords and the Three of Swords. I almost said reverse, but they're both upright, which is, oh, not the places I would like them to be. Clarify Five of Swords and Three of Swords for my Libras. Yeah, this feels, yeah, I knew it was going to be about this. Okay. Clarify Three of Swords and the Devil. If you guys haven't, please go check out your May 2019 monthly reading, because I feel this has a lot to do with what came up there. I'm really being reminded of some of the messages that came out in that reading. All right, the Devil, the Seven of Pentacles reversed. Wow, Libras. Okay. Oh boy. Some of you Libras are really coming out with it this week. I think that some of you guys, I'll be honest with you, how I really feel is that you guys might be the initiatives of this Tower moment. I'm not saying that, you know, it's like, oh, it's like it's your fault or something, but that you speak your truth this week. With the High Priestess reverse, you know, we're feeling like, especially with the Five of Swords and the Nine of Coins reverse, there's money issue. If we're in a relationship, there's definitely balance and money issues here. There's issues to do with money and home, for sure. Maybe this other person has been overspending a lot. When you see the Nine of Coins reverse, I'll move it a little bit, but there you see Danny in the garden there. Usually it's upright, it's a single happy woman card, and she's very financially stable, abundant. But when it is reversed and aspected like that, there is this, especially because this is about love, if we're in a relationship, it really feels like there's a lot of materialism here. There's a lot of focus on money and, how we're appearing to others and our appearance. And, make sure that that's not an issue for you guys this week. Because, again, you guys are ruled by Venus as well. And Libras, you guys are kind of known to be the lookers, the people who have to go out and buy the nice clothes and really come across fashionable and attractive. And you're all about that. And that's fine. So are Tauruses. But make sure that materialism isn't at the cost of a relationship, because there's imbalance to do with funds and what we're spending and what we're doing here. And whether it's you or the other person, there's some issues. Maybe we have, again, a partner that's very irresponsible with money and might say one thing and be something else. Because when the priestess is reversed, there's a lot of, there's false information here. Being misled by somebody. It's, somebody's egotism is really disappointing you here. Confidence is going to be probably broken. Maybe even, again, a secret being revealed in a huge way. And I feel like you guys are like, you're materialistic and I don't, like, I'm done with this. You waste your money on bullshit, blah, blah, blah. And some of you guys are literally just starting a fight and coming out and saying that, not realizing that this is something that probably can't be fixed or come back from this week. But the thing is with this, the Three of Swords, the Six of Coins reversed there too. The Six of Coins reversed is all about balance. I mean, it's the lower echo of your sign, Libra, the Justice card. And when it is reversed, there's a serious sense of imbalance here. We have issues with money coming in and then suddenly leaving. We could again feel like this person has stolen from us, has taken from us, literally. Or again, there's just this meaning of money with strings attached to it. Is really how it feels. Maybe this relationship is all about money with the strings attached to it, and you're realizing that that's what this has all become about, is that financially we were just codependent and that's it. Or this person is codependent, is dependent on you for money and balancing things out and, bringing things back into where they should be all the time. And you're like, I'm so done with that. You're holding me back. I don't like it. I'm so over it. Because right at the center of the reading, is the Three of Swords. And we can't ignore that the Three of Swords is heartbreak. It's pain. It's exactly what you think it is. But the Five of Swords, we feel like, other people are taking pleasure in the defeat. Or again, I just feel like it's a huge fight here. It could even involve people's families. It's better to withdraw in this fight. But also, I don't know, I feel, honestly, Libra, that there's no stopping you once you open your mouth about this. It's like, you can just go off. And again, please check out your May 2019 reading. This is like that same energy, so maybe this is what that reading was picking up on here, was this situation. Again, if that happened last week or it happens next week, timing is always fluid, guys. Remember that. But, the Three of Swords is just, you're going to see a painful, very painful truth here. There's the betrayal, there's heartbreak, there's a revelation that is extremely painful here. But after you see this painful truth and experience it, you'll know exactly where you stand. There's just really, you guys are striking right at the heart of the problem also, is how I feel about the Three of Swords. It's like, I am striking at the heart of the problem. This is the heart of the problem. I'm going right for it. And the Tower is like, there's no going back once the Tower has been tumbled. There's no going back here once we get there. Once we have the Devil, the Devil is what comes before the Tower, and that's interesting that the Devil is bringing up the Tower. You now see the truth for what a situation is, that you're trapped, that you're stuck, that this doesn't really have anything to offer you but pain and misery, and it is unfulfilling. There's no work that can be put in on this that will help you get to where you want to go here. Page of Cups is, there could be new love coming in, but you're stuck in this situation, and that's where we're at here. The Tower says you're realizing this week. So again, if you guys have been stuck in this situation and you were ignoring it, or you weren't really understanding why we were stuck in this, or like, whatever, we were ignoring all the signs, basically, is how I feel. And this is, know that when the Tower shows up, you're not always responsible. Yes, you guys might be bringing the beef out to air the beef out here or whatever, but this is not your fault, ultimately, when the Tower shows up, because again, Bran gets pushed from the Tower. He doesn't fall, he doesn't jump or anything like that. He gets shoved out of it. So, there is no self-blame here. Again, this is an intense relationship secret that is being revealed this week, or an intense thing that is being revealed this week. Somebody that you thought was one way is really not the way that you think that they were, okay? Wow. I'm sorry that this is a negative read, Libra. I don't like doing negative reads. I feel like people sometimes get mad like I'm doing it on purpose, and I apologize. I'm not trying to give you guys a negative read, but sometimes energy is negative and there's nothing that can be done about it. Let's pull cards from the Stacey DeMarco Halloween Oracle. Actually, let's get a card of advice. I know you guys are like, I need some advice. I feel it, girl. Okay, so let's get some cards of advice here. You tell it's like I'm in a weird mood today. It's Game of Thrones Day. I'm feeling strange about the season. I wanted the book to come out, I don't know, many years ago. Like 8 years ago, so I don't know what the hell HBO's doing. I like it, but I also am frustrated. Anyways, we're going to talk about some advice for you. Advice for you in your love situation. Just trying to lighten the mood. The Lover's reversed. Not sorry, why did I say reverse? It's upright. You're in a Lover's reverse situation. Choose a way out here. There is a choice that will give you a lot more love here, and the time has come to make that choice. So guys, this choice has come to you, or Gemini has come to you, and the timing is to go for that. I didn't pick up on this person in that initial love reading, but again, if you guys are stepping into new love, I'm feeling like it's a water sign or a Gemini, but in general, there's a choice here. The time has come to make this choice in love, all right? So know that what you're stepping into, or, you know, just because this hasn't worked out and it feels really painful this week, what you're stepping into is this true love, and the universe is going to give you a better love here. Something that is, it feels to me, a lot more pure, a lot less negative, karmic, feeling trapped type of energy. So anyways, I always try to say, you know, just because a situation is negative, it opens us up to all the positive, to things that are better. You know, it's like you're leveling up here. So see it as like you're leveling up, Libra. And you cannot take everybody with you when you level up. And you're really realizing that. So single Libras for love we get very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Perfect. I do feel that as well. Like, you guys are in this position where you've grown a lot, and it's like as you spiritually like kind of upgrade, as you go on to the next level, as your vibration raises, you're going to be attracting in your love, and the love that no longer is applicable to you, no longer, it's like two magnets that just come together and they just can't stick anymore. And it's not going to work no matter how many times you try to make it work. So, coupled Libras. Coupled Libras. Couple Libras, couple Libras. Why won't one? I really want to just fly out because, oh, okay. Well, there you go. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Okay, so, again, I feel like you guys are taking back control of your life. You're putting your foot down. You're saying no more. Like, I know what I want out of life, and you're not giving that to me. You're holding me back from that. You're a caged unicorn. Get out of that cage. Okay. All right, Libras. So I'm wishing you nothing but blessings of healing, love, light, and abundance this week, okay? And if you haven't, please make sure to go like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate all the support, guys. And if you want to book a private reading, all that information is below this video in the description box. Definitely check out your other weeklies, and absolutely check out your May 2019 reading. Thank you, guys.